Welcome one, welcome all to today's challenge video. Challenge stream. We're playing Agatha Harkness from 95 to 100. I already have a pretty good record with Agatha this season. This is the deck we're going to be using. I'm actually going to keep the Kang in here. Mainly just because there's like some 8-cube games where we might need to retreat, but Kang might just save the day. If you don't have Kang, don't panic. You absolutely do not need the card. Wasp is one very easy replacement for Kang here, because Wasp is just like an extra card which Agatha will play. Alternatively, you could just play something which is going to be a nice option on turn 5, and also a nice card for Iron Lad to copy. So for example, Black Panther is probably the top contender. White Tiger, also not a bad option. If you also don't have Iron Lad, you can still play this deck, and you also don't have Kang, you could put Wasp in, and then just some kind of like good 5-cost card, like an Arrow would be solid as well. Alright, let's crack on though. So yeah, I've actually got a very good record with Agatha so far this season. Hey Jordy, great to see you. How are you, mate? I've just been for a little walk this morning, went down to the charity shops. So the key thing with climbing with Agatha is timing your snaps well, because obviously you have no control over what you actually play. Interestingly, we don't have Domino this game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to see if we play the Sif on 3 before I snap. If we play Sif on 3, I'm going to consider snapping, because we're going to have the Ghost Rider into Agatha. We're going to have the Captain Marvel. I guess we don't really have a good turn 6 play though either, right? So we're not looking too hot. We really need to see the Sif come up here. Fortunately, it is the wave. Probably means we're going to be retreating this one. So wave and Sif both give you a way of getting Agatha out of your hand. The Agatha goes middle, and that's going to be a retreat. As soon as she didn't go into the Nexus, this game's over. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, mate. I'm chilling. I had a nice night's sleep. Got a bargain in the charity shop. Let me close my window because the road's noisy. Mate, I got a flipping Off-White brand top for like £4. I'm going to look into it, but I reckon I could resell it for quite a lot. But I kind of want to keep it as well, you get me? Alright. Kamaltage not the best for us. Lady Sif could be interesting though, into Kamaltage and then double Ghost Rider. That would be saucy. We need the Domino not to go into Kamaltage for that play to still be a possibility though. Rip. So you don't have to play Quicksilver and Domino in this, because they do decrease the odds of you hitting Sif and Wave, but my philosophy with it is you just need as many points as you possibly can. So having these cards to play on curve all the time is nice. Oof. The Agatha mid would be nice to see. It looks like we're up against the Silver Surfer deck, which Leech could be a big problem for them. Alright, come on Agatha. It's a 50-50. She can't go left because of the goose. If she goes mid, we snap. Agatha, what a woman you are. Let's ask them to snap as well. You don't have much in your disposal with an Agatha deck, but the two things you do have at complete disposal is your snaps and retreats and your emotes. So we've got to eke out all the value with these emotes, asking our opponent to snap when we're feeling confident. We already see their jug. Already saw their jug disappear. Silver Surf into Kamaltage is scary, but that's where Leech is going to come through and do the business. We could play the Kang as well. Kang here is going to give us an extra card. Usually we'd Kang on the last turn, but let's actually Kang now. Just so we get this extra card draw. What that's going to mean is it means our Iron Lad on the final turn is going to be guaranteed. We know if we're hitting Iron Man or Captain Marvel with it, rather than it being a 50-50. Come on, go. Pretty weak play. It's absolutely got to be the Leech. Otherwise, the Silver Surfer is putting 8 stats times 2, 16 stats down the middle. If it's just 8 stats, we're beating it, unless they also have a Mr. Fantastic, which isn't super common. We will still lose to Silver Surfer and well, we won't, because Leech is going to get him. And the Iron Lad is now actually hitting the Iron Man, guaranteed. So the Kang play on 5, giving us that extra card draw, giving us that little bit of extra info on the Iron Lad. Otherwise, it would have hit Captain Marvel, right? Because Captain Marvel would have been on top. So it not only gave us information, it actually just gave us extra value. In fairness, if we did draw the Iron Man, we would have lost value. So we're going to have 9 points plus Iron Man. We're going to lock it in. It's 18 points to the right. The Leech comes through. 2 cube win, or perhaps more. They might still feel confident. We've seen their Jug disappear. We take the 2 cubes. Leech doing the business in this one. We're back where we started. We're a cube up so far after 2 games. That's what it's all about, right? Like retreating for 1 cube and getting those victories for 2 cubes. That's how you climb with Agatha. Hello, Celine. What's up? Timor-Leste. Where is that? I've never heard of it. This person apparently has nothing to say. Let's see if they want to say hello. Seems like they do, in fact, have nothing to say. Alright, so we only have 1 turn to draw either the Sif or the Wave. Oh, they do have something to say. Look at that. Okay. Well, that's actually good because that was our card we were going to draw. This improves our odds of hitting Wave and Sif. And also, if they are playing Null, I gave them 0 points on it. It's certainly looking more like a Galactus deck than a Destroy deck. Unfortunately, we do miss the money cards. So this is almost certainly going to be a concede kind of game. Lady Sif would be a really nice hit here. It is a 50-50 as there's been no deck shuffling. So it's a 50-50 on either hitting Captain Marvel, which is obviously very good. But the Sif would discard Agatha and allow us to play Ghost Rider. Perhaps on the final turn. We hit Captain Marvel. Can't be too unhappy with that, let's be honest. Agatha is still very much in control. The Leech, not the worst. Not the best either, probably. I mean, honestly, I don't hate it. If it is Galactus, we could risk the snap with the Agatha to come down still. Galactus to the right is pretty scary, right? Because the Leech doesn't actually go through in that case. So probably a bad decision to snap here. Trying to scare them off, I guess. I think this is our first bad play of the day. We don't have much agency, so we have to be super, super careful with our snaps. But we get away with murder, though. Victory. It worked out. Iron Lad or Jeff? Personally, Iron Lad, but Jeff is great, too. I think Iron Lad's just giga busted, though. Hey, brother, what's up? Am I saying your name right yet? Alright, it's Old Greg again, who we already beat. Old Greg was the Silver Surfer player. Browday, bang. Thanks, mate. Sorry for being useless. Hey, J. William James. Good to see you, mate. How's things treating you? Hand's looking nice. We have the Leech, which is probably the money card for this matchup based on the previous game. But let's be honest, it's unlikely our Agatha's going to time herself so perfectly into the Storm lane this time. What's the new card? We haven't got it just yet, but it's coming out later today, or tomorrow, in fact, right? And it's going to be, is it Living Tribunal, I think? Alright, the Agatha goes. We have no card to play on turn 4. We need the Iron Lad or the Ghost Rider here. 50% chance we hit one of them. Otherwise, we're going to be forced to wave, which feels really bad. Yeah, that's a bit of a stinker. We can either, like, target the Nebula or try and contest Hala. Probably just contesting the Nebula is a better bet. It's Kitty. Right. Oh, yeah, and also Kitty Pride. Right, thanks. Oh, yeah, damn. We need to build some Kitty Pride decks, then. Do we have, like, a expectation of when the patch is going to come out? Should have gone Captain Marvel mid because of the Nebula, right? Definitely a misplay. It feels like it's probably a concede because all they have to do is put 9 stats to the right. I think this is another misplay. Yeah, we all get Kitty. Kitty Pride, thankfully, has been nerfed, though, compared to when she was initially released. But I think the card was completely busted on her initial release. Patch should be tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 24 to 30 hours sounds about right. That's when I'm anticipating it as well. Similar times to the OTA patch, but often it's earlier, right? Often it's like 3 hours earlier than the OTA patches, but we don't have a definite time. It's nothing to say again. The hand looks very, very nice indeed. Yeah, it was late last week, but they actually had an issue. Like, it was supposed to be coming out at the same time. Not exact, but yeah. I think they just had an issue last time. Alright, I want to see the Sif don't go to Jotunheim. Alright, we're looking pretty bloody good. I think it's snap-worthy. Iron Lad is just looking super good here. The only bad thing to hit is the wave, or I guess the Kang is also not very good, because Iron Lad just disappears. So maybe it's not looking that good. Okay, they play wave. Maybe we take the Iron Man or so here. Captain Marvel, perhaps. Okay, no snap came through, but can't say we're feeling too confident. The leech doesn't stick, unfortunately. It doesn't work anymore. Well, Ghost Rider's our most points we can put up. We could, interestingly, Iron Lad and 50% hit Kang. We could get Spider-Man on here, but we're never beating Spidey. Am I leaking secret content creator info? Probably, but it wasn't really a secret because Jeff was saying it on his stream as well. But they just gave us like people were like, "Where is it?" All the content creators were kind of molding. Like, guys, I was waiting on my PC for like 3 hours to go live. It was delayed. Yeah, next season's card is Ghost Spider. I'm very excited for it. It's a movement card, so you best believe that I'm just going to be absolutely farming the movement decks. Alright, so far we're struggling to climb. We need some 8 cubers. I have about 5 hours to complete the challenge. About 4 hours, really. Because my sister's here this evening and she's only here for a couple of hours once she finishes work. So I'm going to spend a couple of hours with her, which does mean that I'm going to be ending the stream at around, well, in about 4 hours' time. Alright, we need the wave or the Sif. We missed them. We might actually not redraw the Agatha here. We might be free from her. Free from the reign of Agatha. Hey, Jizzy. Benzo, which art gem? The Ghost Spider one? I think it's slightly better to play the Ghost Rider because I just want to play the Marvel next turn anyway. And I can just play Chavez on the last turn. Agatha draw would be good here. It's actually the best draw on paper. As long as she plays my Captain Marvel. So I could Kang here. But we could... Okay, let's also snap back and Kang then, seeing as they snapped. Classic Kang snap. Hey bro, I'm good. I'm good, thanks Juicy Fresh, yeah. I've just been for a little walk, went to the charity shops. I have to show you what I picked up. I got my best charity shop purchase of all time. I want to look online to see how much it's worth. Alright, hopefully they don't snap again. They do. We'll dip. We're not in that bad of a spot. Like, their points isn't very impressive. And, like, the Captain Marvel with a buff, but Chavez is the finisher. So we're 2 cubes down so far, which isn't that bad. We really need some just, like, big 8 cube games and then try and minimize our losses, right? Am I a collector? Absolutely not, mate, no. I've just been, like, doing lots of charity shopping recently. But this is just, like, a really nice bit of clothing. I actually got a couple really nice bits, but one bit in particular is, like, it's a Off-White brand. Which is a proper designer shirt. Pretty gassed. Pretty chuffed. I'll show what I got in a moment. Yeah, the Ghost Spider's looking great, the variants. Remember when you bought the Lego bag? Yeah, mate. I literally took the Lego bag with me. That's where, in fact, the Lego bag is where the clothes are. Great purchase. Get in. It's unfortunate she's gone down into Murder World, but the top deck, and then it was a 50% chance of not playing her. I ain't gonna snap, but I'm feeling pretty confident about our chances, you know. Like, Ghost Rider kind of secures the left. So now let's fight for... Ghost Rider wins the left. Let's fight for another location. Probably the middle. I'd like to get Kang. If we get Kang, we don't really care that much. If we get Captain Marvel, it's a 1 in 3, really, to hit what we actually want. We could Ghost Rider now, but then we open ourselves up to a Shang-Chi. Just win the 1 in 3. Oh! Which one is good to get for 6,000? High Evolutionary Thanos Iron Lad? I would get High Evolutionary because it's new. Then my second choice would be Thanos because it's so good and so fun. And then Iron Lad would be my third choice. But I still think Iron Lad's bloody ridiculously good. Kang Snap. Try and scare him off. Don't think we're looking too good here. In the place I live, they got rid of most of the charity shops on purpose about 7 years ago. Rip. Yeah, my town's got loads. Well, it's looking like a loss. It's only for a cube though, because of the Kang. Okay, we do actually top deck the Marvel. Does that ever change anything? I don't think so, right? Escaped. Alright, we're down 3 cubes so far. All it takes is a big 8 cuber though, right? That's just what we're looking for. We've still been minimizing our losses pretty well. And really, that's what this deck is all about, minimizing your losses, right? In order to climb with it anyway. One of the areas to Baron kicking out the charity shops the way to go. That's really weird. Like, charity shops have like been really booming in the UK, right? They've actually like, they're like the main thing going for the high streets. Thank goodness that this didn't go into nowhere. Definitely not going to snap though. Agatha to the right would probably be the best because it does look like the kind of deck which might be playing a Shang-Chi. Yeah, that's probably the worst spot. Yeah, they did say something about acquisition. I also died since it's tomorrow though. But yeah, they did mention acquisition changes, you're right. We'll do the Kang snap. We're planning on leaving. Iron Man. But this is really why Kang's in the deck, just to try and give us some cheesy victories, you know? I could actually see our line here being just Chavez to the right. Might be enough. We could also, of course, go Rock, Ghost Rider to the left. Doesn't look good for us. Let's just hope they bloody concede. The Kang pressure. They'd never be conceding if it wasn't for the Kang, and we'd be forced to retreat. So this is like the example of why Kang can just give you that little bit of extra cube equity. Like if they concede, he just won us 2 cubes. We would have been losing a cube, but instead we win a cube. Kitty Pride is tomorrow, supposedly. Huh? What? Excuse me, second dinner. What just happened? What just happened? Hello? I wonder if it's something to do with Scarlet Witch. Okay. What the hell, mate? Lemura ended the game. Oh, it wasn't a bug. It wasn't a bug. The Scarlet Witch hitting Lemura. Oh my goodness. That is a heartbreaker. Oh, damn. All right.
Right on time.
This challenge is looking harder than I anticipated. I must confess. Nice, we win the 50-50. I think we have to snap in a position like this, right? We have the curve. The Nebula is a pretty big threat, though. It's quite nice of them to give me some more points in back to the building, isn't it? So the big question is, do they play Shang-Chi? Because that's going to be the concern about Ghost Ridering so early. I think we just have to say that Shang-Chi beats us. And we have a turn to draw Kang to check for Shang-Chi as well. Oh, Iron Lad into. It's important to remember whatever they hit off Iron Lad is their top deck as well. Zabu. So Zabu's the top card off the deck. Iron Lad either hits Kang or Captain Marvel. They're snapping, they're confident. I think we need to leech, right? Because Shang-Chi. They've double Zabu down. They got leeched on, which hopefully saves the day. Now, Iron Lad is just 6 points, even if we hit Marvel. So, seems like Chavez is the play, and we just have to hope that we have enough to the right. Uh-oh. We might be in trouble, ladies and gents. Oh my goodness. There's no way. There's no way, ladies and gents. They have a sentry in hand. We had to play for the 8. They're BMing us, but it's like, dude, congrats, you beat Agatha. What we could have done is we could have gone for the Iron Lad 50-50 on Kang and then seen we were losing. But obviously if we hit the Marvel, there's a chance we were just losing because we didn't play Chavez. Wow. Imagine thinking you're good when winning versus Agatha. I know, right? It was from the hub as well? Oh my goodness, that makes it even worse. Hey, Licho. Hope you are. Lelouch.
What are the odds?
Alright, Nexus is really good for us. We just need the... Rip. Wave. Sif off the top could still save the day, right? If we play Sif over the Ghost Rider, because then we can go Iron Man, Ghost Rider, and it should be a win. Oh, we actually can't play the Iron... Okay, they wave. That's huge. Agatha to the right, please. Oh my goodness, the leader out of nowhere. We have very little we can play here. I guess the play would be to go wave. Seems very copium. Just watch a video for Browder Games. You're a great caster. Thanks, mate. That's very kind of you to say. So the question is, do we think we can win? No. Resoundingly no. I'm just hoping the wave might make them concede. They might feel like a She-Hulk or something. Get in. It's a tie. We could have maybe, like, they might not have gone retreat later, right? We might have just been able to cheese a cube if we spent longer on the rope there. But yeah, the wave play got us the retreat. They were scared of She-Hulk. Budget more, and this is Cow Attack, right? Now, last time I played this deck, I managed to farm Raven for 8 cubes, so... let's hope we can do something similar. What, you honestly can't play this deck without Wave, unfortunately. You really can't. It's just not going to be consistent enough because you need Wave and Sif to get Agatha out of your hand. You could try like a Hela deck though with Agatha instead. I'm not quite sure we're in a position to snap still because we have no Ghost Rider. Electro into Kamartage. Pretty threatening play. That's not Galactus. No, not the Ghost Rider. So I guess if we think it's Galactus, where do we think the Galactus is going to come down? More likely to the right. Yeah, we're going for the Kang with the snap, of course. He might change his mind, though. Death? Wow. Wasn't expecting that one. It's quite possible that he has Doom access. Captain Marvel could win it from here. Doesn't seem too bad. Doesn't seem great. Well, they'd have to top deck Galactus, and this deck should play Chavez. I'm going to play it out for 2. Not going to move anything either. Wouldn't be surprised if he moves Death into the middle. Plays some like leeched cards to the right. Looks like we might have lost. Wait, it actually was Galactus to the right. What? Fair play. He top decked it and slammed it. Oof. GG. Alright, we got a couple cubes of cower. God knows we needed them. After that 8 cube loss. Seems like the content creators are our safe bets to actually get wins. Raven, last time I played Agatha, like I said, I got him for 8. That was a great feeling. Yo, cow GG. Mate, someone in my chat actually called that you were going to Galactus the right. I was like, nah. Maybe that was like in the back of my mind though when I positioned my Marvel.
What are the odds?
Okay, so far so good. We're looking for the Sith or the Wave. Yeah, obviously you had to have top decked the Galactus on the last turn, right? Considering it wasn't leeched. Come on, the Wave or the Sith. Nice. That's really good. It hits the Iron Lad. It can hit Captain Marvel, Wave, or Sith. Sith or Captain Marvel would be the best. Wave probably the worst. Oh god, actually Sith doesn't look so hot anymore. Nice. We're actually ahead to the right somehow as well. And we're going to be playing Agatha this turn. We're looking quite good. We can't unfortunately leech. I'm going to snap though. Oh god. So we're losing to Odin, I guess. It's such a shame that I wasn't able to leech them. Yeah, we just can't beat that. Wait, this copy Captain Marvel, yes? Does that ever make a difference? What just happened to my Iron Lad? So we did copy Captain Marvel. So we could lose the right lane. It just doesn't matter, right? It's not looking good for the challenge. But, like I say, this 1-8 cube we lost, imagine we won, it would be 16 difference, and then we'd still be, you know, looking alright. But we're 30 minutes in, and we've fallen a rank and a half so far. We haven't been getting many bots. Not a single bot yet. Nice. We've got to make more of the turn 1 snaps. Get these easy retreats in. Before they see the Quicksilver. No one's going to retreat after they see Quicksilver. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please give the stream a like. It does help out a lot. Thanks very much. This was the same person that just ran away on turn 1. Let's do it again. What deck do you think is better, the Stature deck or Dino Darkhawk? Definitely Stature. Hey, Roundwatch. But I think also, isn't Stature getting like made cheaper? Is it today Stature's getting made cheaper? Or tomorrow rather? Or is it like next month? Alright, this is a really good hit. Just hit the Sif, please. 50-50. So good. Shame about the Sif positioning. That was the last time Agatha was in control. Stature is going to be cheaper soon, I do believe. Don't quote me on that, though. Leech looks quite nice to deny, like, the Ultron play. But Iron Lad hit the Wasp. They hit bloody Onslaught. Of course they did. Well, it's looking like a struggle. This also means they can play another Onslaught on turn at number 5 in this lane and have double Onslaught. Seems like we lost. Iron Lad's such a dumb card. I hate it. I actually hate the design. Massive high roll card. Very unhealthy. What do we do? If they Onslaught, they're going to be looking very dangerous, that's for sure. We could Captain Marvel here, I guess. I feel like we have to leech. The question is where. I think if we're ever trying to win, we have to leech the right. I'm convinced it's going to work, though. Look at this Wasp. 13 points, bruv. That's not bad.
Escaped.
That's just an example of why Iron Lad is such a stupid design and such an unhealthy card. Its ceiling is so ridiculously high, and its floor is not even that bad. Like, compared for just 6 or 4, you're like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Not the best, but the next game it plays for 1 million like that, and you just win. Very bad design, in my opinion. It's very interesting design. It's just floor needs to be so much lower than it was. It was always going to be OP at the rate it was printed at. Yeah, that's true. We'll get more wild with Howard. We could snap in the position we're in. I guess I have Kang, so we can do some Kang snaps instead. Pretty good positioning, though. I'm thinking Leech on 5 is looking nice if it's Silver Surfer. Oh, it's Patriot, okay. I'm wondering if we ever do a Kang snap on 5 here.
Oh, snap.
Let's snap, and we don't have to decide straight away if we're going to Kang or Leech, because if they're going to retreat, they'll just retreat. Okay, they snap back, so it's always Kang. Get a bit of info if Kang will, like the next card we play, will die in Danger Room as well. Well, it looks like our play is going to be Leech. But even then, it's a struggle to see how we'll win another location. So maybe we have to go for like Iron Man and then Chavez and just say we're winning the left already, which is probably true. Like, Leech is just not going to be enough points to actually beat anything, right?
I am Iron Man.
Okay. Not feeling too confident.
Opponent.
They're feeling confident. Honestly, I'm going to play it out for 4. The Necro Shah is big. We're adding 18 stats. We're at 22 mid. Die! Danger room! Danger room! Oh, come on. Oh, come on, man. So far, the RNG is not quite going in our favour. We're down 20 cubes in just 40 minutes, guys.
Specimen, truly.
It's looking like this challenge might be a little bit too tricky. Come on, game. Throw us a bot. Would you a bot, mate? Would you an 8-cuber off of a bot? We'll queue the bot, and then Agatha will just be stuck in our hand the whole game. Yeah, unfortunately with a deck like this as well, you can't afford to put a card like Doctor Doom in here. Oh, for goodness sake.
Always lucky.
Oh, hello. They likely have a way of buffing it up or destroying it. I think we can snap because Leech is very good against them. Agatha mid, please. I'm gonna snap. I think the Leech on 5 rather, is very, very good here. Nice.
Victory.
Play at night, play when people are drunk. Alright. Come on, Agatha. Do something. So I'm also interested, guys, in talking to you about Kitty Pride decks and if Kitty Pride's out tomorrow. Obviously, Angela has big synergy. What are the Kitty Pride decks you're most looking forward to checking out?
What are the odds?
Challenge seems impossible. I mean, my win rate with Agatha before this stream was very good. I climbed a lot with her in a short space of time.
Oh, snap.
We've been getting pretty unlucky. We lost an 8-cuber, that's like the big reason that we're down so much. And we haven't won any big games. We lost a 4-cuber to an 8-cuber. And also, like, Lemura scammed us for 4 cubes, right? So we've been very unlucky so far. Like this sentry for 8 cubes that they had that got leeched. Oh, baby. We're really in it now. This is a big game, ladies and gentlemen. Potentially an 8-cuber. The saddest thing is the Ghost Rider being at this cost, but we can Iron Lad on 4. Debri's not the most impressive player. I'll get in there. Alright, well, it can hit Leech, Captain Marvel. Oops. How much do we care about Asgard? We don't care personally, but our opponent might. I don't really want to fill it up, though, either, you know? Nice. I think that's the best hit. The final question is, then, do we save the Ghost Rider until the final turn? think so. If Leech dies, wait, if Leech dies, does his ability go through still? I think it doesn't, does it? They say they love it. I don't believe him for a second. We have Captain Marvel with an Iron Lad suit on. Let's not forget. Alright. What are we up against here? An Iron Lad which is hitting... What? Location Fall. Mr. Sinister. That does give them some big intel though. Because they can now play this differently where they don't put the Squirrel Girl in the same lad as the Iron Lad. So they have 14 stats off this Iron Lad. That's so unfair. Wow. So they have 14 stats. I think with the Captain Marvel we're fine, right? We'll win mid. Mid is secure. And then I think the Captain Marvel wins us the game. Here we go! Pray for the Captain Marvel victory. So they win the left, but we should just have enough to the right. It's 8-cuber, baby! Come on! Iron Lad was his top deck. He drew Iron Lad on turn 6, which is why it wasn't leeched. Finally an 8-cube victory. That's what we need. Right, we're back on course. Still further behind than where we started, but I'm starting to believe again. It's a great looking hand. The Sith on turn 3 is much, much better here than the Ghost Rider. Is it confirmed we get Kitty tomorrow? Yeah. It is. We're going to build a bunch of Kitty decks in a bit and I'll post a video on her. Oh, 1 in 3 then. That's the worst of the bunch. Good thing we didn't snap yet. Did you just experience one problem with Kang? They gave your opponent really good info. Yep, it's true. But also it gave me the confidence to know that I was winning still. They might have also just retreated and then it's like a risk-free play, right? Like I lost 8 cubes early, whereas if I had Kang at that moment, I would have just saved myself 4 cubes because they drew the nuts. They high rolled with a random sentry off the hub, which got leeched. Yeah, I posted a video on that deck yesterday on my YouTube. This Iron Lad in Patriot is absolutely busted. Beyond belief good. Hit monkey. Oh, okay. Real bummer that we didn't get to play the Ghost Rider. Huh? So 50-50 on what Agatha goes into backstore to the right. I would imagine she's going to get Shang-Chi'd either way, so I'm not feeling too confident about this one. Leech on 5 could prevent the Shang-Chi from happening, though. How good is this deck? If you want to get to 100, I wouldn't recommend this one. This is a challenge. It's not that bad though. It's okay. I think it's possible to get to rank 100. Hence why I'm challenging myself to do it. They snap. I'm gonna stay in, but maybe I shouldn't be. Rip. I was saying sat there that I could leech on 5, but it's my Agatha turn, isn't it? Okay. Iron Lad is unfortunately a whiff. Agatha puts herself in the right spot, but she's most likely getting shanked. We can Kang check it at least. Oh, Iron Lad is hitting Captain Marvel. It's actually really, really huge. Because it's possible, if we get Shang-Chi, that Iron Lad would be able to win it for us still. We're at 7 to the left, would be put up to 13. And if the real Mysterio isn't to the left, then it's enough. Most likely the real Mysterio is to the left, though, considering it's Baxter building. She-Hulk, Titania, only ties the left, unless it's, of course, the real Mysterio, which I think we have to assume that it is, in fact, the real Mysterio. Imagine we snap again with confidence and they run. Something like a blue Marvel could have done it. Yeah, I think Kang is somehow very well balanced, which is kind of crazy. I'm still very much of the opinion that people underestimate how good it is. We already played this opponent. The White Tiger middle, it throws Tiger into the right lane into Ricky's Ridge with my Nimrod left lane. No cards can be played, they're both empty. Nice. Go on the Nimrod. I actually want to check out some Nimrod decks. Card draw here is good. Improves the odds of us hitting one of the cards we need. There we go. We're going to snap on turn number 5 here as we can. So we don't want to give them Kang. I wonder if we could even snap now, you know. The Iron Lad is honestly quite scary. They could like high roll some Don card with the Iron Lad, but mine's only hitting Sif. Which in fairness, discarding a card from my hand is also kind of interesting, right? It gives them less to work with. Did I snap or did I forget? I think I snapped. So if we go Iron Lad, it hits Sif. And we hopefully discard the Captain Marvel or the Iron Man, right? Not the Leech. Alternatively, we could just Iron Man mid and secure the middle lane. Chavez the left. Do we think Chavez is going to be enough? Probably. Iron Lad is the big concern, right? If they let Iron Lad into Doom or some nonsense.
I am Iron Man.
Okay, nice. So... we could try something like Doom. Like, if they're playing to win, they might try to win the middle. We didn't give them any ongoing cards. Iron Man, Mystique, Blue Marvel, all here. We can Mystique for another Iron Man. We can't play another card, though. I think we have to snap, right?
Snap.
Scare them off. The big decision here is how are they going to play it? Cool.
Victory.
Don't need to buy Iron Lad. You can skip him. He's very good though, but you like if you have no big bads, right? Like Thanos is a really good pickup. Also, there's this high evolutionary card coming out very soon, which is going to be a lot of fun. He's good though, and he's only going to get better in my opinion. But I would also anticipate that he will get nerfed at some point, because I think the card design is not the healthiest. It was just like the high roll potential of the card. Looking good here. Just have to see the Rickety Bridge situation. Ghost Rider's the money card.
What are the odds?
Mojo Wad's pretty bad for us. I'm also going to really keen to be picking up all the movement cards which come out next month. Because I'm a big movement fanboy. It's a pretty bad positioning in it, mate. That's a weird play. Two very weird plays so far from our opponent. Nice. Captain Marvel can actually win Rickety Bridge. This denies the death play. I wonder if like double Captain Marvel will do the trick. I can see it. Yeah, the leech really important here because it denies the death, it denies the She-Hulk. We can only play one card. Doctor Doom is a threat, I suppose. Would win the left, it would win mid. But then Captain Marvel would beat Doctor Doom. Because we... No, it wouldn't. Would it? They run anyway. Get in the Kang. Yeah, I did a Kang snap. Kang's just given us that little edge this deck needs, I think. Those extra cubes are going to be so crucial to climb. Because this is like, you know, so close to like a 50% win a cube, lose a cube. It's kind of closer to like the loser cube, you know, so far. But Kang's just giving us that little edge. Oh my god. So ask them to snap. Give them respect. So hopefully they go for it. Be very happy if they fold as well, because Agatha's of course very open to getting Shang-Chi'd. I think you win this game easily. I don't think I was winning easily, mate. They might have retreated anyway, right? Limbo's okay for me. Not the best, not the worst. Oof. Yeah, we dropped 2 levels basically, but we've started climbing again. We had a really rough start. We lost an 8 cuber, a couple 4 cubers, which on another date we probably were winning. I don't want a Ghost Rider because Sif is still in the deck. Turn skip from our opponent. We could Kang now, but I think Kang later is going to be better, right? It's always Leech here. So they're drawing Chavez. They can't storm Limbo because they just lost the storm. Doesn't look good, does it? Yeah, Chavez is on the bottom of your deck, so we can actually go Sif Ghost Rider here, which is pretty insane. They have Swarm, Chavez plus a card. The Swarm should still cost 0, I believe, because they got, like, their ability goes through beforehand. Chavez, Swarm. We won't see what the other card is in hand. Kind of look like we're in a good spot. If I play a card to the right, if I play the Sif to the right... If I Sif to the right, I'm at 20. This is not enough, is it? So we're losing the right, unfortunately. Unless I do this, but then... Yeah. Seems like the only play. Let's try our luck. It really depends what the middle card is. Oh, they also changed the Chavez positioning. Well, we tie mid. It's only a Colleen. I think we've got it. The tie... Why would Captain Marvel not move mid to tie? I guess we were losing the tiebreaker. So if Captain Marvel moves, we would have 13. Lost by 5. Should have conceded. In fairness, this Chavez positioning threw me. Those are the kinds of games with Agatha I feel like you've kind of got to go for. Just chance your luck, right? You got to find those cube gains, but it feels so bad to lose those big cubers. We've been staying in a little bit too often, it seems. Don't hit the Sif. Get in. Might not discard the Agatha anymore, though. Sakar's nice. Anything it hits, we're happy with. I'm gonna stay in this one. Probably the worst thing to have hit, apart from Sif. The worst case now is that the turn replays and the bloody Sif is the one that goes off of Sakar and it doesn't discard Captain Marvel. It doesn't discard Agatha and it discards Captain Marvel. That's the worst RNG possible. Hopefully they don't snap again. I might forget.
What are the odds?
Cool. And if it hits the Captain Marvel, we completely lower. Okay. Okay. So whatever we draw, we're just going to play into Compound, and then we Ghost Rider into Command Taj on the last turn. I think we lost the video game. Bollocks! Well, they didn't snap on us. The Kang reversed their snap, and then they forgot to snap again. Got pretty lucky that the Kang came off of Sakar and saved the day. Do I look like I'm a lethal protector? Huh? District X is our chance to win, guys. Unfortunately, we missed the Sif and the Wave. But there's still a chance District X will give us them. And of course, we could also hit the M'Baku off District X. Which is very exciting. I'll get in. Agatha's gone. This could be the moment we snap then.
Oh, snap.
It's gotta be. Chances they have Shang-Chi are very, very slim, considering the state of the game. They could have Galactus, worth bearing in mind. So we've seen 2 of their actual cards. Oh no, Dr. Octopus isn't then. They got it off District X. We've only seen Yondu so far. We're going to save the Super Scroll until later. Because if they have ongoing cards, they just won't play them with Super Scroll down on the board. So you want to usually be playing Super Scroll after they've already played cards like Iron Man. But we're actually winning the left, little do they know. We can make Mars cheap, so I guess we go for that. Hey, cool G. Yeah, it was a District X game. It just got replaced by Limbo on Magic. So it is still District X.
I am Iron Man.
So they actually do play to the left again. Which does get them there. Doesn't look good for us. The Super Scroll popped off, mate. Well, actually, it didn't pop off. Oh, mate. The lack of space. I mean, they only have one card in hand. Stature. So Moon Knight actually plays for how many points? 5. Is it the same amount of points? Stature puts me at 12. They'll be at 6. Whereas this puts me at 8 and they'll be at 4. So it's a 4 difference. 6 difference. Come on. Oh. We need them to hit like flipping. Oh, we win. Nice. Yeah, we needed them to hit something like the Hood, but the Quinjet was fine also. Lovely win. Get in. They're the kind of games we need. Shanna Buffalo was mad. Oh yeah. Has me the guy with the huge nutsack. What's up, Larry? Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please do give the stream a like. It helps out a lot. I appreciate you. Thanks all for being here. Hope everyone's having a nice day. We've got another like 3.5 hours to try and complete the challenge. So it's looking a bit ropey because my sister's here this evening and I only have a couple hours to hang out with her. She was supposed to get her last night, but she had all sorts of problems with her flight. She was flying into a London airport and there was like drone activity, unidentified drone activity. So they got flown to a different airport, had to refuel at the different airport and then fly back to the original airport. So it was a right stink for her.
Right on time.
Well, we're looking pretty okay. The main concern is the raft. Ooh, Mr. Negative. Wasn't expecting that, I have to say. Leech is very, very good in this matchup. I'm not quite confident enough to snap back myself just yet. Let's hope we avoid the wave. Wave would be a bummer here. Marvel, Ghost Rider are both fine. Ghost Rider's particularly good, of course. Bollocks. We hit the one card we didn't want to hit. Mystique! What the hell was this play then? I am going to snap. Fortunately, the left looks like it might be a struggle. Might be a struggle to win the right. We're really just banking on Leech doing the business. It's probably a little bit copium, I have to say. Particularly if they feel the wrath, which somehow they don't. Magic? Nope. So they've now got so many cards to play which cost nothing. Which means that we just can't really win. Because they're going to win back to the building. I really like Leech in the stack. Sandman, not so much. I can see the logic, though. I think we're just losing. We only have 9 points to the right. I very much doubt we can beat all their zero-cost cards, even with no abilities, right? We can have stuff like Zola, Iron Man. They just can put a bunch of points down. Man, if this Iron Lad didn't hit Wave and hit the Captain Marvel or the Ghost Rider, I think we were winning. Quicksilver and Domino do reduce your chances, yep. But they also are playing for points. Points are important. So a lot of people will just play Quicksilver. Just play Domino, no Quicksilver. I just think it's best to play both. Hey, no, what's up? Rip schedule. Yeah, I mean... If I was streaming today, it was now. I can't stream later because my sister's here.
A superb specimen, truly.
One day I'll find the schedule. God knows when. The mornings are still tempting, but to be honest, like, it's just going to be the evening still. Because I just get too much exercise done in the mornings. Does your sister play Snap? She does not. Can confirm. It says that superb specimen line. It's actually from Gwent the Witch card game. Oh my god, we got thrown a bot, guys. We got thrown a bot, finally. And this is the game where Agatha's going to stay in my hand the whole flipping game. And we're going to lose to the bot. This is great. For flip's sake. Alright. This is fine. This is fine. We're going to win still. I can't believe we got thrown a bot and we're still losing. Yeah, it does have lad synergy. Points are good as well, right? Oh, for goodness sake. We lost to the bot. Isn't that bad with Kang? It is, but I think Kang's just too good in the deck not to play it. Did you take Leech out of any decks after exchange? Yeah, Leech is definitely worse now. But, like, I don't play Leech in discard anymore, but that's mainly because of the Lockjaw change.
Always lucky.
Sif is the money card here. Because of Atalan, we might not actually get to play the Agatha if we wave. Nice. A snap. Controversial. But we got to be aggressive. When we have like semi-decent hands, we want to raise the stakes. Cloning Vats is a pretty big threat with a Destroy archetype though, but we'll see what happens. No sign of the Ghost Rider. We could hit Kang here. Captain Marvel. How does this work? Is it already Captain Marvel then? Or is it going to check again? Is it going to have both? Is it possible it would have both abilities? For science. It's just Captain Marvel. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. Don't look too good for us. The leech would have been so good also. Except we have to concede. Regrettably. Do we though? Yeah. I'm gonna run slowly real quick. Let's go.
Escaped.
Ain't nobody be. I'm in the favela. Come true with a ch. I don't know how the double Marvels even works. I'm pretty sure the first one will check and then the second one will check. But they don't work in unison, right? Like they can't check if I move here and the other one moves here, we win. They'll do an individual check each. Good morning, beautiful. Oh, thanks. It is the afternoon though. But you are right that I am flip beautiful.
Right on time.
Flip! It's alright, at least Lady Sif's also not going to go into Jotunheim.
Opponent snapped.
We honestly could have stayed, but
Escaped.
this is a bit too scuffed, isn't it? Well, we're an hour and 18 in and we're 20 cubes down still. Tough times. The deck actually needs to have a rough curve. The problem is otherwise, if you don't have a rough curve, or like a tight curve with this deck, like you can't have any 6-cost cards because then Lady Sif can discard them. You can only have Agatha Chavez, because that means that you're only ever discarding Agatha with Sif. And also if you have any 1 or 2-cost cards or 3-cost cards which aren't Wave or Sif,
Always love.
then if I draw this Vibranium, for example, then I could play the Vibranium instead of the Sif. So that's why the only 1 and 2-cost cards are Domino and Quicksilver. That's why we have no other 6-cost cards. And also, like, the Iron Lad gets more value, right? If, nice. Looking good. Like, the Iron Lad gets better if we have, like, lots of 5-cost cards, right? But we could add in another 4-cost card in fairness for when, like, you miss the Sif. But then you're playing Wave. To be fair, then if you miss Sif, you play Wave.
Oh, snap.
And then you're just playing Agatha, and then it's turn 5.
Wind
Alright.
speed, my
Solid.
friend.
We could do a Kang check this turn to see if they have anything for the flooding lane. Like a Shang-Chi. Well, they have Daredevil, so maybe not. I could see us leeching them. Leech and then final turn Marvel Vibranium sounds good. Oh! Kang. I think we're fine. Oh, it's Doom? Magneto. Wait, what? Why would they... What? Chat, if they concede, please don't think that Kang is costing me the game, right? Like, my opponent should never have played here regardless of Kang. So please don't be like, Kang's costing you cubes, because, like, what my opponent just did makes 0 sense. Is it a bot? Why would I Kang? Well, they might have had something to beat us. Again, if they make a mistake and they play, and then I Kang and then they don't play, it's not Kang's fault. This is my opponent just being bad at the video game, right? But it seems like we just queued into a throw bot, yeah. But it's not an issue of Kang, because at a high level of gameplay, that doesn't matter. Like, this is only relevant if my opponent sucks, right? Is Stormer bots, but I didn't actually check. JV. Oh, it's a lovely looking hand, isn't it? Kang is straight negative EV there because you already leeched? Maybe. I'm not sure Kang can ever be negative EV though. I don't think that makes much sense. Like, I understand your point because they played a card and then they could have conceded, but like, they should never have played the card regardless, right? The play made no sense. Sure, we didn't snap sooner, to be honest. Usually I would have snapped a hand like this, but I'll be honest, the Kang was playing on my mind. Like, I have Kang, do I really want to snap now when I can do a Kang snap later? And I came to the conclusion, yes, I do want to Kang. I do want to snap now. A little bit later than it should have been, that's for sure. We'll take the leech here. Basically playing around Doctor Doom. Yeah, I've only queued a few bots, and it's also you tend to play more bots when you like tank a bit. Like the game throws you a bot to like feel better about your life. Looks like the leech did the business here. They should be playing Chavez, so should just win. I think it's just another example of where we should just always Kang, because they should just retreat regardless unless they actually have a play which wins. Which is exactly why Kang in the last game made sense. They should have always retreated there, right? So Kang is just a safety net. It's like, well, maybe they top decked some weird ass card which can win them the game that we need to be aware of. Because they do have one card in hand which isn't leech, but those just should be Chavez. They shouldn't be able to win and they should just retreat. So Kang's just a safety net. Why would I not play Kang here? Like, they should be retreating, so they only play if they have a win. Like, they only play if they have a winning play. So why would I not Kang? It makes no sense not to. Same in the last game, right? Like, they should only play on if they have a winning play. Otherwise, they should just always be retreating. Is Kang actually good? I think it's very underrated, yes. It's not good in that many decks, though. Okay. This is all eyes on... Oh god, Triskelon's bad for this deck. Really bad. Please don't Ebony more into Sinister. Alright, this is honestly not bad. Pretty good positioning. Quite happy with that. The Sif is the money card still. Preferably into Sinister London, and then we can Ghost Rider Sinister London down the line. Probably on turn 6 we would do that as well. Come on, the Sif. Nice. Go. We could play Domino now, though. Come on, the Sif or the Wave. The Sif in particular would be good. Not the Domino. Alright. They snap. I'm going to stay in this one. Yeah, Kang is... I would agree that he's mainly there to help you avoid losing cubes, right? He's really good in very greedy decks where you go super tall and you just lose to certain cards like Shang-Chi. Because you can just like do a Shang-Chi check, right? And yeah, I also think he's very underrated in tournaments. Absolutely. Wow. Come on, Agatha. Oh, what a woman. What a woman. Now the question is, do we snap back? The likelihood they have Shang-Chi, not that high. Let's have it. We have to. I mean, I know they got a big bad boy death, but we have the Ebony Maw chilling. Right? If Agatha goes to the right is secure. Not the Octopussy! Well. Well. Can they actually beat us? Probably. They have 2 turns, so yes. I think they probably can. We do have a Marvel, but the middle's full, so... They play nothing. This is definitely like a bluff play, right? They have something to win. I mean, if they have Null, they definitely win. Shang-Chi wins. I don't think we can afford to lose 8 cubes on this one. Sad times.
Escaped.
It's looking like a struggle, guys. I've got about 3 hours left of the challenge. Doesn't look like it's going to be doable today, unfortunately. I was feeling pretty confident about our chances. You never know, though. This guy's got Ifrit in his name, so it must be a Gwenta. I would wager. I was going to snap, but now we've played this into Vibranium. It's definitely not a snap. Decreases the odds of us hitting the Wave or Sif very significantly. Domino's going to avoid Murder World, though. That's the good news. Oh. You sussy baka! Killing Ifrit. Oh my goodness. A snap. It's a Gwent name. They're playing Domino when I'm playing Domino. They didn't have Quicksilver, though. Oh! Lady Sif, Wave. It's Wave. If it was Lady Sif, it could have discarded any of their cards. It looks like we found the Agatha mirror. Not left, please. Nice. Living Tribunal isn't actually a big bad. It's definitely high evo. And it is the Agatha mirror. The Leech is not so bad. Then again, they can just Chavez. So I think we just go for the... And they can also get Washington value. So I think it is actually pretty bad. Devil Dino, I don't think is good in Agatha. Doesn't really make much sense. They're not playing Quicksilver though, in fairness. But like, you have Lady Sif. I mean, in fairness, it's kind of hard to argue with this big 13 stat chunker. Maybe we should be playing it. I don't think so though. It's Vibranium and it's Jubilee! Jubilee's hitting Iron Man, which actually gives him a lot of intel. Probably means the right is secure. This is a really tricky one. Why would Leech... Leech would be bad against Vibranium because then they can play into Washington. I think we're losing. So they either Jubilee here or here. So right is secure if we just play this. And then Captain Marvel could move. So I think we're supposed to do this rather than play the Chavez. And that's less points overall. If I go Leech here... I would imagine they're more likely to Jubilee here. But they also have the Vibranium, don't they? So they could also Vibranium to the right. Yeah, they're likely to Vibranium right, so we just leave Captain Marvel to win this lane, and then we have to play to win the other lane. There's only ties, we'd lose tiebreaker. I think we have to leave. I think we're losing. Woo! Jeez. We needed that. Hey Moo Kid, great to see you, mate. Was a fool not to pick up Snapstar 5 days ago. Well, better late than never. Still early days in the grand scheme of things. I think the game's going to be around for a long time. I hope you're enjoying it. The start really does hook you in. Great to see you, mate. How's things been? What do you think of Howard the Duck? Have I seen the movie? I have not, but unless you mean the Guardians of the Galaxy, which I have seen. Is there a Howard the Duck movie, though? We have to leave end turns and wins anyway? Yeah, sometimes you just got to believe in yourself, innit? Project Snapper Pegasus. Okay, that was terrible. That didn't make any sense. Uh-oh. That's a lot of, it's a lot of cards in the raft there. We'll Ghost Rider the Leech. Looks like we're in a good spot. It's TLSG's deck. The Zero's a bit random. Is it just like a Hit Monkey deck? Yeah. I mean, Harry played a deck like this a long time ago. I also have played it a lot. I just never posted it because I think it's really bad. Null? The hell? I was off the raft. Cool. Well, Wherever the Royal Mysterio is going to be very important here. We certainly want to wave this turn, don't we? So if the Royal Mysterio is to the right, wave is tying. No, Kang doesn't check for the Royal Mysterio, unfortunately. Well, the good news is if they have Luke Cage, it just got leeched. So that was a really bad hazmat.
Victory.
Interesting deck. Oh, mate. We're climbing again. We're still 10 cubes behind where we started the day, but maybe the dream is not over. We lost our domino. Okay. Might prove to save the day if we hit wave or sift this time. We otherwise wouldn't have drawn it until 4. So this Yondu might have saved the day. It did not. Iron Lad into Sif is okay. It's either wave or Sif. 50-50. Both are okay. That's better for sure. Ghost Rider to the left is a big threat, actually. I like it. We'll snap on 6 with Kang. The other interesting thing is the fact that Ghost Rider moves mid. We're quite close to winning mid. I can see our play being Marvel here. Oh, wave moving is also a bit of a concern. So we have 9 points mid. Captain Marvel only ties us mid.
Oh, snap.
We have 9 points mid, so we could either Iron Man or Shavas there for 9 more points. Arrow loses to Captain Marvel because she'll go to the right, so we'll go for the Captain Marvel play. Yeah, I mean, they can Cosmo your Kang, but it's very rare that it actually happens.
Oh, snap.
Well, we could definitely lose. Captain Marvel only really beats Arrow. It beats this as well. Nice little 4 cube up.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Get in there!
Victory.
Oh, mate, we're almost back where we started an hour and a half ago. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, Kang's not bad, huh? Man, I'm really excited for this DC card game. Can't come soon enough, honestly. 16-point Agatha. Don't mind if I do. The Iron Man buff's nice as well. Of course, the Kang one is irrelevant. Ooh, 50-50 on if we play the Domino or the Sif here. Come on, the Sif.
What are the odds?
Not a huge deal either way. The sad thing here is if we top deck Wave and end up playing Wave instead of Sif, though. Although we don't actually have Ghost Ride access, so maybe Wave turns out to be better. Almost always Sif works out to be better, though. Beautiful. Let's snap.
Snap.
The Iron Lad kind of is a Ghost Rider replacement, depending... Unless it's like the exact bottom card of the deck, right? We can Ghost Rider on 6 for a 50-50 on Ghost Rider usually, if we don't draw it before that. Although we actually have to slam it now, so scrap that. Leech is also good. Wave is the worst. There's 1 in 3 of each of them, 33%. As Chavez is still on the bottom, as there's been no deck shuffling. Come on, the Ghost Rider or the Leech, not the Wave. Nice. Right, left is secure unless they have Shang. We can do a Kang check for that as well. Easy Captain Marvel. DC or Marvel guy? Yeah, Witcher guy, true. If I had to pick, I'd be more Marvel though. Mainly just because of Marvel Snap. I didn't really care for either before. Not that I disliked either, I like both, right? Batman was always my favourite though. I mean, Spider-Man was actually my favourite back in the day also. But yeah, I would say I'm actually probably more of a Batman guy, right? But I don't really like... I've never really watched a single other DC film that isn't like the Batman's, so... Gang just giving us that confidence to stay in. We don't actually know if it's a win for sure. It's an interesting final play. It does look like the obvious line is just Iron Man to the left to win a tiebreaker. Because Doom and Jeff actually beat Chavez mid, so I think this is our only line. We just beat Doom with this play, I believe, even if they move Jeff or leave Jeff. I don't think the Doom was buffed up, right? Like, to be fair, if the Doom is buffed by Wakandan Embassy, we actually lose to the Doom mid. If they don't move Jeff. Uh-oh. Would I ever play Marvel Midnight Suns? Yeah, I'll check it out. Pretty sure we wouldn't have made this play if it wasn't for Kang. Harp Seal we've already played, I do believe. Yeah, Agatha's definitely a meme deck, for sure. Which is why it's a real challenge to try and get it to infinite.
Right on time.
Agatha mid or left, both quite nice. Hopefully not to the right. This is definitely a well-optimized Agatha deck, yeah. Oh, come on, Isles, not to the right, mate. What's that all about? What do you think of Death Wave? Nerf? What nerf? After it, what kind of He deck do you see? HE, High Evolutionary? Probably like Thanos. But I haven't really thought about it that much, I must confess. This is Captain Marvel or Ghost Rider. Hopefully it hits Captain Marvel. I think we have to snap with the board state and the way it's at. We could have Kanged if we're snapping. We're just so far ahead though. In terms of raw stats. And it's a 50-50 on hitting Marvel off of Iron Lad, which is also insane. Rip. Are we really getting She-Hulked on here? Only one card's destroyed, so they can't play death. It costs 3. Oh, Superflow, they can play death and the card. Doesn't look good for us, unfortunately. We can put 18 stats mid, 9 to the left. I think it's never an option to go 9 to the left because death to the left just beats us. So Chavez is tying mid, and we would win the tiebreaker. Have they got any other shenanigans they could do? Well, they could actually swap the position of Death and She-Hulk, and I would lose. But if they do that, then I could Chavez the left anyway. If they go Death mid, they end up with... If they go Death mid, right? Death mid puts them at 36 points, which is an advantage of 24. So they actually just win with Death mid. So if I'm playing, I should always just play to beat Death to the left. Nice, let's go. They misplayed. Woo!
Victory.
Are we back at the promised land of where we begun? Yep. Alright, well, we tanked 20 cubes at the start, but we've gained 20 cubes in the last 20 minutes or so. So, it's still possible we could do it, even within the strict time limit I have today of about another 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45 minutes. Hey, Fabian. We can also continue this challenge tomorrow morning, perhaps. But yeah, I need to spend some time with my sister. She's only going to be here for a couple hours, so it's going to be an earlier finish. What decks? I actually climbed loads of Mr. Negative yesterday. I absolutely farmed. It's going to be going up on my YouTube. It was the peak day, though, but my goodness, it was ridiculous. Agatha into Necroshaw is nice. The Sean Dyche of Snap. Are Everton gonna avoid relegation though? I don't know. Big game tonight, isn't it? Liverpool versus Leicester. Come on, Agatha to the left. It's fine. Hey Devils, I got 10 ranks in 2 hours during that peak. Yeah, mate, I farmed as well. Sarah's a little bit spooky, but the leech is nice. Also, Sif Ghost Rider on turn 7. I'm gonna snap. Negative Thanos sounds wacky, that is for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be singing "You'll Never Walk Alone," repping Liverpool for the one game this year. What's your rating on High Evolution and Thanos stack? I think because yeah, you get Soulstone, but like Lockjaw, you can cheat like Hulk out and stuff, right? Oh, who would I replace Kang for? Maybe just Wasp. Wasp is solid in the stack. Or Black Panther. Wow, there's a lot of cards in Necroshaw. Especially considering they all have -2. It doesn't seem the most optimal line, I have to say. Get leeched on! Let's go. The leech is popping off on main stage. Well, we can just take the Chavez this turn. Sif Ghost Rider on the last turn. I guess the concern is, though, is that we could hit Iron Lad. Iron Lad guaranteed to Iron Man. It's a nice problem to have, isn't it? And then we could still play the Sith. Yep, this does play around Shang, though. But they could Shang mid, but we might have leached it anyway. They have 7 cards in hand. And I don't know if they drew a card. Chat, what do we think? Do we think they drew a card this turn? Or did Beast fill their hand up? I'm not sure. No, leech effect actually stays. I thought... Wait, it does? I also thought that, but I actually don't think it does. I think their abilities will stay. Stay away. I also thought that, so I might have given Noir false information here, because I used to think that was the case. Alright, unfortunately we missed the Iron Lad. I think this is me giving you false information though, Noir, because I even did a video on Leech when it changed, saying, oh my goodness, Mr. Negative now is really good against Leech, because you just magic and then you play your stuff on turn 7, but yeah, it doesn't work like that. Blame Specky. Alright, so we're just playing Kang to hopefully secure the bag here, just win the game without having to play anything. Otherwise, we're going to have to go for the Sith Ghost Rider, which, interestingly, is a 50-50 on what we discard. Which is not good. We want some guarantee there.
Truly.
Surely they're going to run. Nice, 4 cubes, and we're positive! It's taken us an hour and 52 minutes, and we're positive. Officially climbing with Agatha. It's only taken us an hour and 52. We tanked so much. But the dream is still alive to hit rank 100 with Agatha in the next few hours. Gartov, we just played, right? Same opponent. Correct, guys? Or incorrect? That's true. That's a good point about COVID. Is any replacement for Iron Lad and Kang? Yeah, you can. You can play Wasp, and then for Kang, instead of Iron Lad is juiced in this deck, but you can definitely play it without him.
Always lucky.
Probably like another 4-cost card of Jubilee. Yeah, Jubilee. We could actually be playing Jubilee in this one as well instead of the Kang. Jubilee's very legit. Maybe we should consider it with the Bast and with the Domino and Quicksilver. Jubilee really is good. So we're waving. What are the odds of us Agathering into cloning vats? Quite high, unfortunately. Yeah, Kang's very replaceable, for sure. You don't need it. I actually wasn't convinced Kang was good in this deck, but I decided to put it back in. Because if Iron Lad hits Kang, it's really bad.
Snap.
Time to snap with that. Oh my goodness. Leech would be quite nice, so we could Iron Lad to try and find the Leech. Iron Man to the left is still good. You do lose Iron Lad if it hits Kang, unfortunately. Yeah, that is a big downside of the card. Well, 50-50 on Sith or Leech. I think we have to risk it. We can Ghost Rider whatever. If it hits Kang, we can Ghost Rider the Kang. Nice. Rip. Yes! Okay, we get to Ghost Rider Kang. Maybe we can just break the game now and just endlessly Ghost Rider Kang. Imagine. I would love it. Predicting Shang-Chi mid. But they might just concede. They might not want it. They do want it. Shang, sure enough. Well, does Iron Man get me there? With Citadel? Such a shame about not hitting the leech. I only get to 12 with Iron Man mid. Heartbreak. So if we discarded the Iron Man, we would have had enough mid. So 4 cube loss, but on a 50% of the time we're probably winning here, right? With the Iron Lad hitting leech. Not going to hold him hostage. Oh yeah, we could have checked if it's possible. I don't think it's possible. I'm going to assume that it's not possible. We could have checked though, but losing an extra 4 cubes. Yeah, I kind of forgot to check. I'm fairly sure Kang will just remove itself from the game entirely and it wouldn't be possible. Someone's got to have tried doing that before.
Right on time.
Alright, so far so good. Not to the left, please, Wave. To the right would be the best. Yeah, I would also think that he does. I just think someone would have tested it before, right, to try and get Kang loop. And therefore, we'd know about it. If you could do it. Agatha to the right, please. Mid is also okay. Honestly, anywhere's fine, but probably that's the worst. It's Leech or Sif.
Oh, snap.
Is there a Kang Snap on this turn? See what they're looking to do. I don't think we're in a very good spot here. They snap back, shot. Makes sense. I mean, interestingly, that does mean that we can win the right. They haven't snapped again yet, so... Nice, that was the money card. I think. Kind of a 50-50, sort of. We lose to Doom, although it got leeched. I'll just stay for 2. Wouldn't be that surprised if they run if I snap. Yeah, Rockslide was the main thing I was worried about. We lose. Alright. GG. If we went left, we also lost. Really enjoyed the straight out. Thanks, Patel. No, back negative again for the day. It's a heartbreaker.
lucky.
The raft has not been a good location for us, and Oz Jotunheim, two of the worst locations for us both on the board. Go on, Agatha mid. Alright. The big problem is we can't fill up the raft before them, so I'm certainly not going to snap. Onslaught's a very weird play with a flipping lizard there. My goodness. Bizarre. Iron Lad is either Leech or Captain Marvel, so we're always going to take it. I actually think we might be in a snapping position here. The concern is that they get a free card,
A
right?
superb specimen, truly.
So I won't snap until 6 with Kang. Because then we get to see what their card is. Oh goodness.
I am Iron Man.
I think we lost mid.
Snap.
So of course a complete Kang bluff. There's no way this works out for us, but you never know. If you don't have Kang and Iron Lad, you can play Wasp and Jubilee. You might not want to play Wasp and Jubilee together, to be fair, though. It's actually surprisingly almost winnable, but not quite. Because of the Jotunheim.
I am Iron Man.
Rip.
Escaped.
No problemo. Is there any tournaments today we could play in? I also want to build some Kitty Pride decks soon.
What are the odds?
15th of May. There's one at 7, which I won't be live at. Rip.
Parker!
There's also somehow a tournament tomorrow, which is happening like around the time the patch is going to happen, which seems like a recipe for disaster.
Snap.
Hello! This is the game we've been looking for. We just need, like, them to snap back so we can turn it into a big cube game. They have Mr. Negative. We have Leech. We don't lose these. Jubilee. For sure. Instead of Iron Lad. And then if you also don't have Kang, you could play Wasp. You probably don't want Jubilee and Wasp together, so probably another 5-cost card that's good. Vision is fine. Could actually lose from here. Very alarming. Do you know what? I think I'm losing. Should have played Kang. What a donut.
Escaped.
I think, guys, we might have to accept defeat that it's not happened. We can retry this again, though, tomorrow, but, like, I have to end the stream in like 2 hours. I want to build some Kitty Pride decks, right? We've given it a fair crack of the whip. It is doable. Yeah, I want to build some Kitty Pride decks and maybe like play some chess in a bit as well.
Right on time.
Yeah, I've been playing chess recently. I've been trying to get into it. I'm not very good, but I've been playing a lot recently. Slowly but surely improving. My rating on like 5-minute games is like 700, 800, and then on 3-minute games it was down at like 200, but I've got up to like 400 and climbing very quickly. So I'd say my actual rating is around like the 700 mark. No, I don't think the deck would be better without Quicksilver, which is why I'm playing it. Yeah, I'm getting there. I mean, I was terrible at chess not so long ago, right? I've got so much better in the last couple of months. Gonna continue to improve, hopefully. Alright, let's build some Kitty Pride decks. I'm gonna need all your help, chat. Definitely want to revisit this challenge, though. I did get to Agatha to Infinite before. So it is possible. Playing Sandman Ram. I think no. Okay, so like the obvious cards is Angela especially. Also Chavez, kind of. Also Nebula, because Nebula's broken. Bast. We don't know when the PCUI is going to be here. Like, I think all these cards just make sense together. Bishop somewhat also. Beast. Hit Monkey. Mysterio. Iceman, I guess. The Hood. Try Agatha deck by Binks. Looks promising. Press X to doubt. Respectfully. Is it a Hella deck? If it's better than my deck, I'm going to be very, very surprised. I mean, it actually doesn't look so bad. It's very similar to mine, right? So he's playing Shanna. So I'm just not playing a 5. He's playing Dino and a Quicksilver, which I actually don't mind that idea, honestly. Katie's going to be tomorrow. I mean, it's basically the same deck as mine, right? Not too interested. Black Panther's there because you can copy, like, if Iron Lad hits it, your Iron Lad plays for 12. Alright. So, yeah, we can't actually play with Kitty yet. She's going to be, everyone's going to be getting her tomorrow. What's, like, the other card in this deck? Is it Falcon? Is there anything I'm missing? Sarah, maybe? It's Sarah, right? Is it Sarah? I think so. Although, is Sarah actually doing anything in this deck? I'm not really sure Sarah's good. I don't think Sarah's good. She-Hulk Sunspot? Alright, let's do that as well. So, you guys think She-Hulk Sunspot sounds good? I can see it. I never played this deck, actually. I wanted to check it out, so... So what else do you play? You still play Mysterio? You probably don't play Bast of the She-Hulk, though, right? You probably can still play it. You just have to be very careful not to Bast it. I think you want to still play this card, right? It's still insane. Also, this card's insane. It's like very difficult not to justify playing Nebula, in my opinion. Oh, he changed it up? Okay, let's see what he ended up with. It actually does look a good deck. It's kind of weird we both played Agatha on the same day.
Played Galactus.
It's crazy how many views he gets on his streams, man. Yeah, he added Captain Marvel. He kept the Dino. I actually like the Dino shout. I also quite like the Jubilee. That looks solid. Yeah, we should have a patch tomorrow. Whole bunch of one drops. Okay. Do you ever play like Yellow Jacket Wasp stuff? We want Beast, right? Because Beast is cost reduction. And then like an Iceman or something. Titania sounds good. Although the Bass is looking increasingly dodgy, right? With Titania. Also, doesn't this deck want Angela? I think Angela's just auto-include with Kitty. I mean, the hood is worse if we're not playing Bast. You could, of course, not play Nebula, but Nebula's just so insanely good. Like, why would you not play it? Sunspot over Nebula seems sus. Think you can cut Beast? I think you want Beast, right? Because Beast is cost reduction, so you could Beast your Iceman, and then suddenly you've got like a whole extra card to play on the last turn. I guess Beast is not that good, but even Beast in Kitty Pride's good, right? You actually want to Beast Kitty Pride these days. On 3. This seems fine. And then for this one, what's the last card in here? Maybe Ant-Man's okay. Ant-Man's good with the Bast, right? Seems fine. You could play Shang. I don't think we want Collector. We might want something more expensive, right? Like a Dark Hawk and then play like Black Widow Korg. It's also possible. It's good with Bast. But then you're like... The Iceman's going for the Korg, which feels a bit wrong. I feel like we could build a... I mean, the problem with Kitty and Sarah is like you want to play your Kitty on 5, but then you have to Sarah on 5, so you can't play Kitty for a turn. So you lose Angela buff. Like there is diminishing returns on it, right? I know what you mean though. I guess we can try and build like a kitty control list as well. Where's Sarah? Sarah Shang. Probably Enchantress. Zabu. Absorbing Man. Hit Monkey. Mysterio. Bast. I think you still play the Bast. Where's old Zabu? I don't think you want Spider-Man because you're Sarahing on 5, right? Spider-Man doesn't offer anything, even with the thingamajigam bubble we have. Could you play Iron Lad? I don't think you want... I mean, you could actually just put Iron Lad in. I probably am going to avoid putting Iron Lad in any of these decks, though, because it's going to be for the masses. You could play the new Drax. It's kind of okay. Is there any other obvious card that we're missing? Sentinel, probably, right? Just stuff to play. No, because that's what Kitty Pryde does. Angela. And then we could also put Bishop in the deck as well, instead of Absorbing Man. Seems okay. Doesn't seem the best. Doesn't seem too bad. I quite like the look of it. Alright, that's 3 decks. Any other... No, it's not out, but it will be tomorrow. Everyone gets Kitty Pryde for free. Any other decks? You could do some kind of like Kitty Beast deck with these. And Hit Monkey as well. Kitty is out tomorrow. Yep. So we want Thor and Jane Foster. You can also play Luke Cage in this deck, but I don't think it's quite worth it. We want Angela. We didn't, unfortunately, Echo. We might try again another time. But I have to go in like a couple of hours anyway. And I've got, like, with Kitty Pryde coming out tomorrow, it's like a video I want to work on. And I want to build a bunch of decks, so I decided to leave it for now. Nice one, Noah. Take care. Let's sing it out. Alright, so 1 card left in this deck. We could put Luke Cage in. It's kind of a meme, though. This deck is not very good, but it's fun. Any deck with, like, if you put Kitty in the deck, you're playing Angela. So, like, one of the interesting things is that Kitty allows you to play up 1-drop with Killmonger. That's, like, another thing to consider. Oh, yeah, that's true about Luke Cage. For a day, anyway, everyone will be playing High Evolutionary, so you just play Luke Cage. Kitty is back tomorrow, yeah. I wonder if we can do some searching online to see if anyone else has posted stuff. Kitty Pryde was so broken, man.
So Kitty Pryde's the latest.
Collector? Falcon? I mean, we could do a collector build. Collector's actually got a lot of synergy, right? Should put some respect on the collector's name. Alright. I guess collector could go into the one with She-Hulk, right? With the... You guys did say this to me as well. Kitty's out tomorrow. So collector actually fits this deck really nicely. The question is what goes. Do we want Beast? Do we want Sunspot Nebula? I think like the cards which we could consider cutting it as follows. I think we always want Nebula Sunspot because they're just good. We'll add collector into the mix. And then there's 2 slots left. The Hood has some synergy with the collector as well, and it's just kind of okay. We definitely want the Chavez. We're not playing Bast in this one yet. I still don't hate the idea of Bast though. You just don't Bast if you have She-Hulk. Like if you have... You just don't play it, right? But if you don't, then it pops off, and then you can play the Hood. I like it. I think we might get a serious downgrade, yeah. Alright, that actually looks really nice. Is there any other cool collector decks? I just want 5 Kitty decks, really, that are all refined. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, like, 1 more Kitty Pride deck would do the trick, I think. It's kind of nice with Goose. Again, I do like the idea of just playing it with Killmonger in general. Also, playing it with Beast is pretty interesting to have a 0-cost Kitty. The other thing is, like, you could play it in Deadpool to just have, like, an extra card to play early if you miss Deadpool, right? Kind of gives you something. Copium. Strap Zoo does sound fun. Angela's definitely the money card with Kitty. And I also think Bast is insane. Maybe this bounce deck needs to be reconsidered. We could do one with Darkhawk, right? For sure. So... Korg. Black Widow, Beast. Darkhawk. Chavez. We could play Mysterio. Bishop's okay, I guess. 2 more cards. Maybe Iceman. And the Hood. This is like the Hoogland deck, right? So Kitty Pride's just replacing the thingamajigger. I don't really like the look of this bounce deck too much. Seems a bit off. Kind of just like looks worse than the Hoogland one, right? So we'll just... Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got the Cage. We've got the She-Hulk stuff. Then is there any other like unorthodox Kitty decks? Again, I think Angela is always the card. So if you're ever interested in Angela, Bast also then just jumps out at me already, right? With Kitty, Angela, Bast. This is kind of just the package of cards that we're looking for. Kitty, Bast, Angela, Mysterio, Bishop. Just Chavez as well, I would say, just fits into this package of cards for the synergy. You can kind of just go from here, right? Hitmonkey, of course. Beast, to an extent, is good with a lot of these cards. The Hood is good. The Collector's really not bad either, I have to say. There's all sorts of stuff you can do, but it's very similar. Kitty Pride, Mr. Negative? Yeah, I don't think so, unfortunately. I don't think Kitty Pride's good with Zoo particularly. Maybe this is just one that plays Sarah. I don't love the idea of Kitty and Sarah together though, but I think it's fine. And I do like the idea of playing Killmonger with a 1-drop. Something quite nice about that. Alright, we'll probably leave it there. I think that's enough. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe a 5th deck. I'm going to leave it there for the YouTube stream, guys. I'm going to play some chess, though. But thanks so much for hanging out. I'm going to be posting a YouTube video pretty soon in the next couple of hours, so look out for that. I appreciate you being here. And have a lovely rest of your day. If you want to watch me play some chess, I am going to be live on Twitch for the next 20 minutes or so. Appreciate you. Alright, chat. I'm going to play some